So now we're going to do individual routines. This first athlete in 2000, when he was 3 years old, how he got around was he was sat on a wheelchair and he sat on a skateboard and he pushed himself around with his hands. When he was pushing himself, he fell down and he hit his rib, and that's what, from the side, it hit his rib, and that's what caused damage on his spinal cord, which caused nerve entropy, which means his legs got smaller.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Brazil, Josue Fabiano.
Give it up for Gorila Albino!
Next up, in 2007, this athlete was driving with his daughter and his wife to visit an aunt. And during the trip, a deer jumped out and he swerved to miss the deer. And when he swerved, he hit a tree. They were wearing the seatbelt, but the seatbelt went inside, not into the skin, but an impact is what broke his back and damaged his spine. At T11, T12, he's a complete. His daughter and wife had minor injuries, but the injury left him paralyzed from the waist down. He won 7 Arnold Classics, 6 being here at the USA, and he's your 5-time Olympia champion.
Ladies and gentlemen from the USA, please welcome Harold King Kong Kelley. All right, thank you, Carol.
Next up, he's known as the Italian Stallion. In 2011, he was in a car accident. And what happened was, when he rolled, he was ejected out of the car window. And from that, he was thrown, and the impact on the ground is what broke his back and damaged his spine. At T11, T12, he's incomplete.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Italy, Gabriele and Andriulli. All right, thank you, Gabe.
This next athlete in 2009, there was a bad storm, and there was a dead tree that was 12 feet round, and it was blown down. But this athlete was underneath it, and it crushed him. Now, there was a toolbox, is what didn't complete the crush, but it broke his back and damaged his spine. At T8, he's incomplete. But he survived because he's the big bad Brad.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the USA, Bradley Betts. All right, thank you, Bradley.
So this athlete in 2021, he was on vacation with his friend, and he was in the guest room when 4 guys broke in, and they ended up shooting him. And the bullet went through his right bicep, out his right tricep, into his sign, through his lungs, and out him. And his lung collapsed. The bullet hit his vertebrae at T10, but didn't hit his spinal cord. That's not what left him paralyzed. When that blast radius, that's what compressed him, and that's what left him paralyzed. Think of a banana and you squeezing it, and that compression is what left him paralyzed from the waist down. He's a T10 complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the USA, Gaylon Grigsby. All right, thank you, Gaylon.
Gaylon actually died 3 times and he came back. This is his pro debut, and he's your 2023 NPC Wheelchair Nationals World Champion. Next up, this athlete at the age of 4, back in 1991, he had a high fever, so went to the hospital and they gave him an injection for his fever. And that's when something went wrong within post-polio, and that led to paralysis where he got paralyzed in both limbs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from India, Rajesh John. All right, thank you, Rajesh.
This next athlete in 2016, it was due to a motorcycle accident. He was just switching lanes when he got sideswiped by a truck because they did not see him. And that injury is what left him to a complete paraplegic at T7, so he's higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the USA, Leonard Harmon.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Leonard. All right, folks, that concludes our individual presentations from our gentlemen. Before we move along, you know what time it is, Nick?
Yes, I do. Gentlemen, pose down.